Hello, virtual friends, and welcome to the Buffalo Bulletin, where we recap 5 major stories from our site, technobuffalo.com, a couple of times a week. I'm Ashley Esqueda, and before we get started, if you're interested in any of the stories we talk about today, you can click on the links in the description to go to the full story, or if you have annotations toggled on, you just click the graphic, takes you right over to our site. Here are your top stories. Yesterday, we found out that Google and Microsoft were at odds again after Google found Microsoft's Windows Phone 8 YouTube app to be in violation of their terms of service. Google revoked their access to the API for a second time, this time claiming Microsoft reverse-engineered Google's code to implement an ad-serving workaround. Google and Microsoft have been playing this cat-and-mouse game for a while now for various Google services, but there's some kind of idiom involved here that applies about glass houses, stones, and proprietary APIs in software. Am I right, Microsoft? Big market share news this week for Android fans, as we discovered Android is pretty much crushing it in market share, bringing in 79% of the total pie, while Apple, on the other hand, dropped from 18.8 to 14.2%. Well, the sky isn't quite falling for Apple just yet, though, as the drop is a usual dip whenever we have a new iPhone looming on the horizon. A Windows Phone actually continued to inch upward, moving from 2.8 to 3.3% of the market, but for now is still barely a scratch on the knees of mobile giants. Over in gaming, Grand Theft Auto fans got their first look at multiplayer gameplay for Grand Theft Auto 5 yesterday, whipping everybody up into a frenzy of anticipation. The multiplayer component will include the ability to rob banks, race vehicles, and even create custom activities with up to 15 of your fellow hooligans, which is a big expansion over Grand Theft Auto 4's 4-player co-op missions. So my question is, if you beat a hooker to death post-coitus and steal her money, do you have to split it with your friends? Microsoft continuing to announce more Xbox One changes this week, announcing that they had delayed deployment in 8 original launch day countries: Belgium, Denmark, Finland, the Netherlands, Norway, Russia, Sweden, and Switzerland will all be left out in the Xbox One cold on launch day, with Microsoft saying they need more time for localization, language optimization, and making those content partnerships in those areas. In related news, I've been trained to pretty much expect the worst when Microsoft announces anything about the new Xbox One. As for our grab bag today, Todd Hazelton is at it again with another edition of Tech Talks Back on Techno Buffalo. Well, this time around, he's interviewed NQ Mobile's Chief Product Officer Gavin Kim, who actually wrote an opinion piece about Jay-Z's Magna Carta Holy Grail release, specifically the artist's collaboration with Samsung to release the album early to Galaxy S4 owners, and the specific app permissions those fans encountered. It's a really great read that's worth your time if you have a few minutes, and gives us a little bit of insight into how a chief product officer views things like those specific apps. Well, that's the Buffalo Bulletin for today. If you enjoyed the show, a thumbs up would be super awesome of you. And if you want more great Techno Buffalo video content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking this giant subscribe button. And remember, everyone, there's more than one way to skin a cat, but skinning cats seems pretty terrible, so maybe just skip the whole thing and buy the cat a nice can of cat food.
What's up, everyone? John here. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, I certainly hope you did. Click on the subscribe button right under me in my pants region to get tons more tech videos from Techno Buffalo. We've got awesome unboxings, comparisons, reviews, recaps, and everything else you can think of in the tech world right here on the channel. Join the herd today. If you want to check out some more content, just click right over this way to see some other recent videos. See you guys next time.